Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I got my phone out because this song just keeps going through my mind and it's called Chandelier. It's 11:44, calling all light workers, and I was just by Saya, Chandelier. Okay, that was all that was coming out. I'm gonna swing from the chandelier. Okay, that chandelier was coming up the other day, wasn't it? In our reading. It looked like it was the devil. Hello, Jasper. I was just about to talk about Jasper. Let me just push this up a little bit. So Jasper yesterday was asleep. I'm not very well. I know why. My table's like really... Come closer. I had company last night, so we had to kind of push the table out. Okay, we're in alignment now. Good morning. How are you on this wonderful day? It's very warm. Anyway, let's talk about Jasper. So yesterday, he was on a cushion that was on the floor, just sleeping on a cushion, on the rug, on the floor. Well, I've just gone in there now, although he's up, and he's got 3 cushions on the floor. And he's like barricading himself in. So one's up like this, and then he's got 2 cushions that he's laying on. And I noticed he was just sitting there, staring out the window from his cushion. I don't know what that means. He's up now, eating, feeding, I was going to say. He's up feeding. Okay, Lucy, we're going to do a reading. We are. We're going to do a fly on the wall reading. Are we recording? We are. We are. I have the Greek mythology cards, the psychic tarot, and you got this. And we're going to do a fly on the wall reading. I'm going to do it masculine, feminine. We're going to look into what's going on at home, what's going on in the work life. Apparently work comes before money now, how our money's looking. So work life, then it's money, then it's love, sex, romance. What else is it? Health, spiritual connection. 8 areas, I believe. I don't know, I was counting on my fingers, but I wasn't really like counting like for real. Oh, grab yourself a cup of sunshine. It's gone extremely warm again. I've lost my coaster. Had to replace it with a different one. Okay. Guys, I'm going to be doing a potluck reading. $25 if you want a reading from me. Normally I kind of specify a certain reading, but I'm going to leave it up to the time, the place, when I do your reading as to what kind of reading it is. So if you'd like that, a bit of a mystery reading, not knowing what kind of reading you're going to get from me, for £25. If I said $25, don't work in dollars anymore. £25. Email me. And I'm planning on doing them next week, guys. I am off for the weekend, so I'm not going to be around for the weekend. That's why I want to do a really good reading today. But I want you to know that you can get yourself booked in for a potluck reading. £25. I'll be recording them for you next week. So book your slot. What else do I want to say about it? Oh, I want to say about you can get specific if you want to. So the cards will answer really any question that you have. So if you actually, want to have something in particular answered, or you want to know, want me to look into a specific area, please mention that in your email. And I can direct the reading rather than it directing me. Okay, did that make sense? Well, if it didn't, I'm sorry about that. It's warm. Should I open the window a bit more? Why am I babbling so much? Babble. I think I might need some tissue again. What day is it? Thursday. Okay. We get it almost every night, do we? Okay. We're dancing in the moonlight, everybody. Let's have a look at these cards. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's all. What do I want to do? Something from the chandelier. Okay. just keeps going over and over in my mind, especially as I was making my coffee. Let's have a look at what's going on at home for the counterparts. Divine Masculine, we'll pull you a card. Divine Feminine, we'll pull you a card at the same time. I'm going to do it like this. Oh, the songs are coming through. It's like that, and that's the way it is. Whoo! A bit of Run DMC. Okay. Run DMC. DMC. You're resting and rejuvenating, Divine Masculine, at home. Praying. Connecting with nature. Enjoying connecting with nature. That's nice. So you are getting out and about. I feel like you could be alone whilst you're doing this, just having these like solo walks, connecting with nature. I feel maybe the people you're around wouldn't quite understand how you want to try and connect with nature. So it feels like you kind of leave them, you just go off on your little own, and you connect with Mother Earth in your own way. So I feel like there's this solitude energy of not really having anyone around you that you're resonating with. It's like you're kind of tucked yourself away here between some trees. Okay. Divine Feminine. What's going on at home? Let me have it then. Solar Plexus Chakra. Okay. So you're remaining strong. The power of your will. That's it. There's no kind of visual to it. There's just, you're trying to remain strong and positive. To keep moving forward. With the solar plexus here, this is the energy of I can. I can. Okay, we'll just leave it I can. So at home, I can. Energy. Let's have a look at what these Greek mythology cards want to say. It's my masculine, so you're resting, rejuvenated. It does look like you're connected with nature. Let's see what card wants to come out. This one here. Protectress. Interesting. Athena. Your Divine Feminine's energy at home, where she is she's doing everything that she can alone. And there's this protective energy that's coming from you, as if you want to actually protect her. She's the protectress. The protectress. It sounds like Tetris. I don't know, we're playing some kind of game. So you have Athena. You're resting, you're healing. Now, I'm feeling here, is this still you kind of withdrawing some energy from the Divine Feminine's essence? Let's have a look, Divine Feminine. So you're feeling very protected when you connect with Mother Nature, but this has something to do with the Divine Feminine as well. She is very strong, strong-willed. And you're drawing on some of that. But there's this energy of you wanting to actually protect the Divine Feminine now. Divine Feminine, let's have a look. Nature. Ah, interesting. I was wondering whether or not that was going to come up for the Divine Masculine nature. Pegasus. Okay. And this Pegasus sprung from the blood, was it? The head of the Gorgon Medusa. Okay. Interesting. Nature for the Divine Feminine. So I feel it's your kind nature, Divine Feminine, that the masculine's drawing on. If people around him are maybe not particularly kind to him, then he's kind of drawing on your energy. Let's have a look at You've Got This. I'm still singing that song in my mind. It's the 1, 2, 3 part. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Divine Masculine, the comeback is always stronger than the setback. You're planning a comeback here. And it's to do with you actually wanting to spring into action. I don't know what kind of heads you're leaving behind. It's like off with their heads, but out of this slaying, because you are solitude here at home, out of this slaying, you've actually, you have a Pegasus here that's sprung from that, and it feels very much as if you want to spring over to the divine feminine. You're planning a comeback. You're very quiet, you're feeling very protected, and you feel like you want to be a protector. Divine feminine, you're solo over here. And I was picking up just the words I can. So let's have a look. What's going on at home? I'm going to take those. There's quite a few. It says we all have the ability. The difference is how we use it. So you're just kind of cracking on with life. Having the willpower just to carry on, taking every day, one step at a time. So we all have the ability. The difference is how we use it. And how are you using the divine feminine's ability, divine masculine, her kindness, her energy? Okay. Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. That's interesting. So time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. I feel divine feminine at the moment, it's quite a struggle to get back into your mojo. There was this flare of inspiration. And I don't know what happened in September, okay? It kind of went... It's definitely affected me and my body and my energy. Insomnia, I just can't really sleep. So the time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. So if you're feeling a bit of a slump, I still feel it's the masculine drawing on your energy. It's like, so he's really drawing on your reserve. So self-love, self-care, taking some time for you to recuperate and regenerate means that you're going to have an overflow, which then you'll be all right. You won't be so effective with him kind of clinging onto your energy when he feels he needs to. Divine feminine, make the rest of your life the best of your life. I like that attitude. And that's kind of the attitude I can. Make the rest of my life the best of my life. This will be nice. A good laugh and a long sleep will cure all. I feel that maybe this energy is like on both sides. It will cure all. So I picked up yesterday both being in the doldrums. I think it was yesterday's reading. A good laugh is needed and a long sleep will cure all. Maybe watch a comedy. I feel maybe it's saying, watch a comedy and a nice, warm, relaxing bath, maybe before bed. And everything I need is within me. That's a lovely energy, divine feminine. So you are working on you, which is awesome to see, because I feel like this, to carry on, you're going to have to really tap into your own resources, top yourself up. You should know how to do that now. Some balance needs to be brought in here. Okay. So, seeing as your nature, and that's where the masculine is. And he would be alone, wouldn't he? He wouldn't say to someone, I'm just going to go off to nature so I can connect with Mother Earth, and then I'll be able to connect with my divine feminine, and I'm going to kind of draw all that positive energy that I can from her, because I need it at the moment, because I'm feeling a little bit dim. Okay, right. So that's what's going on in and around the home. I felt divine feminine, you're maybe more at home, trying to work on your projects. It's extremely warm indoors. Her indoors. Is that what you are? Her indoors. Actually, that's what I was going to call the reading. Two sides. The two sides of what? I don't know. But her indoors and him outside. Him outdoors, her indoors. Let's have a look at what's going on with the work life. Okay. Divine masculine, you have the base chakra. Work. You're going to have to give me some more. You're building firm foundations. I have to think about what was going on at home. You was planning on a comeback. Okay. So, base chakra. That's the starting point. The base chakra, the starting point to, it's the foundations to a sturdy alignment. So you're definitely, I'm going to get another one for you, the waiting game. When it comes to work, you have something in motion you've been working on. So it's a project. It's something that you're working on diligently, like the groundwork, you're putting in the groundwork. It's a business opportunity. It's something that will grow worldwide. It's very profitable, this idea you've got. You're going to be able to take this around the world. Okay, so it looks to me like it could be due to come to fruition. There's an hourglass here. It's an idea from above that you're grounding, just with the triangle pointing downwards. So you're grounding this idea. You haven't quite released it. Look, it's inside an hourglass. Those rings that are around, the rings of time, that you're walking around, you're just waiting. Okay, I felt that they were kind of suggesting this will be global. So this is your work. Let's find, I'll go over to you in a minute, Divine Feminine. This one, reunion. It's something for both of you. That's why I'm coming over to you in a minute, Divine Feminine. It's like your work life, whatever you're focusing on. It might not be the project that you're going to be continuing with. Your Divine Masculine has a very good idea. It's whether or not you're part of the equation. Well, we've got reunion. Waiting for your ship to come in, so's he. Now you're thinking, you're wondering. And I wonder why we hold on with tears in our eyes. Tell me more, Divine Masculine. What have you got yourself into? What have you got hold of? You've got this. So the Divine Masculine's got this, Divine Feminine. Every day I learn, I improve. Wounds can become wisdom with the right perspective. This is something that's going to really be able to help heal our world, this idea, that you're going to be able to take globally. It's what we all need. It's a service that we all need. Wounds can become wisdom with the right perspective. This could be actually like a training module. Every day I learn, I improve. It's what the Divine Masculine's been studying. And he has an awesome idea of how to actually take this to the world. Okay, but reunion's there with him. And he was talking about the comeback's going to be stronger than the setback. Divine Feminine, let's have a look. Can you hear that outside? That's a lorry reversing somewhere. Back up now. Divine Feminine, you're in solitude when it comes to work. So I feel as if you are also exploring your options, not quite sure. You've got a blank page here. You have lots of ideas. I feel you're just waiting. I feel that's a chess piece in the background there, and you're waiting for some kind of movement. It's like you do have a book of ideas, all these ideas, okay? And then you're at a blank. Blankety blank. The masculines were feeling, were they? They were feeling in the blanks. They were filling in the blanks. Or the Divine Feminine? Not sure. Let's find out what else is going on here. Solitude when it comes to work. Which means you're not shouting from the rooftops about any kind of new venture you've taken. So you have lots of ideas. Like I said, just it's like, what's the next move? Relating. Oh, okay. I'm feeling the masculine's energy coming over with this reunion. This is something that you're both going to relate to. Relating. Some form of counselling. I feel it's some kind of counselling that you... Could be a book. Writing a book together. or needing your input. The Divine Masculine was not relating to anyone in his home space, but he's definitely relating to you, Divine Feminine. It's like he's got the other half of the story here. Look how the masculine here is like kind of, I feel like he's like, just listen to me. He's definitely like, you can see, he's quite vulnerable. He's pretty naked here. So I feel the masculine's opening up. He's going to be opening up. Seeing that book's opened. You've got this. You always pass failure on the way to success. So Divine Feminine, it feels very much like, although you have lots of ideas, which one do you go to? Which idea do you go to? It feels very much a bit like drying up. The passion for some of these ideas might have dried up a bit. You always pass failure on the way to success. And the success is, you're starting to kind of wonder what on earth is next. What's the next move? So maybe feeling a little bit, you're really trying on your own. I can. But there's no kind of reaping any rewards, massive rewards. And that's the failure that you're going to pass. This too shall pass because success is on the way. And it seems that the Divine Masculine has this streak for success. Be at ease with yourself, Divine Feminine, when it comes to work. Okay. Let's have a look at your money. Money, money, money. Okay. ABBA. I was just thinking about 2 girls, 2 boys. ABBA. It's a mirror, isn't it? I'm feeling as if you and the Divine Masculine and the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, whatever your kind of financial status is, I feel the other one is, he has a good idea. That doesn't mean that he has all the funds. So where you are financially, I feel you're both coming in on even scales. I feel like the universe has lined it up so that you both put whatever it is that the Divine Masculine has an idea about, you both put your effort into that one project and you watch it reap the rewards. But it does feel like the masculine has the idea. I do feel that this idea maybe was originally the Divine Feminine's idea, but we know how masculines work. They listen, okay, and then they kind of go away, have a think, change it, modify it, come back and say, I've got this awesome idea. If you've not clocked onto that one yet. Okay, you go, have you? That's awesome. You kind of, who planted that seed? Divine Feminine, normally. That's our role. Just don't take it personally. He was listening. Don't take it personally. Okay. Triumph. So when it comes to money, we have the Triumph card. This really takes me to the first card that came out with the Divine Feminine, the solar plexus chakra. That's what it was, wasn't it? Yes. Willpower, I can energy. And with the Triumph card here, that is the I can card as well. We'll read it when it comes to money. Triumph. We will triumph. He is on the Divine Feminine's horse. It's black. He's got a red flag. Okay. Let's have a read of this card. It's a major arcana. I'm just intrigued to see what it wants to say. The power of your soul is pushing and nudging you steadily forward. Okay, this is for you, Divine Masculine. Whether you're setting new goals, developing ideas, or planning a journey. I think all 3. It's essential that it's carefully thought out. When you tap into your inner guidance and balance it with self-control, hard work and perseverance, it's likely to manifest a triumphant outcome. It's time for you to be single-minded and focused on the end goal. Visualise the successful results as if it were happening right now. When you've achieved what you set out to do, your ability to meet other life challenges will be significantly increased. So I feel Divine Masculine, you have your own plan in action, okay? It's definitely about being slow, steady, methodical with your plans. You do have the end goal. You're focused on that. Single-minded, that's nice. Single-minded. That means that actually you're in a state to be able to move on if you're single. Single-minded, you're not allowing anyone else to interfere with your thoughts. Apart from your Divine Feminine's energy here, which I feel is giving you that push. When you try to move forward without balance, direction or guidance, it's easy to slip off your intended path and be drawn away from your desired goal. And I feel that's why you take this solitude time, this resting, rejuvenating, because you don't want to slip off the path. And there's only one person really you want to, or you know that you can really tap into to keep you on track. And that's your Divine Feminine. So when you try to move forward without balance, direction or guidance, it's easy to slip off your intended path and be drawn away from your desired goal. Now is not the time to let go or allow the river of life to pull you in its current, as you can so easily lose control. Grab your oars, grip them tightly and steer carefully towards your highest aim or destination. The Triumph card reminds you that you don't have to be alone with all of life's ups and downs and the challenges that you face. This is a time to tap into the powerful knowledge of others, as well as to use the inner resources that are within you. Now, I said Divine Feminine, you need to go in to your inner resources and make sure you're topped up. Hopefully you can see why this is taking place. The Divine Masculine, of course, it's time for him to tap into the powerful energy, to tap into the powerful knowledge and energy of others. He doesn't really know many powerful people. The only person that really, the next card is the Power card. The only person that really reflects him, that's the Strength card, is the Divine Feminine. But he is very much trying to sort things out on his own in the physical, but tapping into you energetically. Okay. So this is a time to tap into the powerful knowledge of others, as well as to use the inner resources that are within you, the Chariot card. Divine Feminine, let's have a look. This is to do with money, okay? So the Divine Masculine is definitely planning on something. Divine Feminine, you're suffering in silence. So I've said about the reflection, you're suffering in silence. So is the Divine Masculine, but he's definitely focused. He's more focused on the desired outcome, the end goal, where you may be wavering. I don't know why I done that, but that's kind of, I feel like you were just in this amazement again, like you were in a bit of a maze. The amusement with the amazement. Suffering in silence, Divine Feminine. I feel the Divine Masculine may have been, but he's got kind of his mojo back. Divine Masculine, let's have a look. It's 12-12. Okay. This one here. Journey. Hermes. So, he's planning on... Now, Hermes is about guiding others who are on journeys. And I want to say like the journey of Ascension, okay? So this is here about helping others with their journey. Single-minded at the moment, so he's very much tapped into his mentor. Not mental, mentor energy. He's mentoring. Okay. Divine Feminine, you're suffering in silence when it comes to work. The Divine Masculine seems to be, I don't know, he's got his own little practice of mentoring people. He's been practicing it. So now I feel like he's taking it seriously. He obviously realises he's good at what he's doing. It resonates with others. So it's very much, if you're mentoring others, you need to make sure that you're like tapping into your own wisdom. What you're mentoring others on, make sure that you are putting into action yourself. And that goes for the Divine Feminine as well. Wisdom. But I do feel all of this is really drawing on your wisdom and your energy, Divine Feminine. Okay. Let's have a look at, you've got this, Divine Masculine. With your work. No, it's not work, is it? It's money. So, making a journey, helping people on their journey, being the messenger, God's messenger. You realise that you are important, I am important, and you are entirely up to you. And this came out yesterday. Oh, we have another one. Don't let what you can't do stop you doing from what you can do. We're going to get them out properly. Don't let what you can't do stop you from doing what you can do. You're sharing positivity, guidance. That's awesome. Okay, so you are doing. I don't feel like you're getting paid for it. That's where the idea is. I am important, so you're seeing your own worth as definitely being a light worker. And you are entirely up to you. Each and every one of us most definitely is. Biggest lesson, really, isn't it? You're entirely up to you. Divine Feminine, your wisdom, suffering in silence. Now, that's the 9 of Swords, which will be kind of the insomnia. It's still like you're just in this daze. Maybe you're trying to find your way out of the maze. Oh, you want to be where the mist, has cleared. And the wisdom here. So this has a purpose. It's really important that we tap into our self-love, self-care, self-nurturing energy and top up our reserves. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Wow. I feel like you've become like a muse. Well, we know that. Pegasus. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. So you're not worrying too much about, the actual financial return at the moment. You realise actually how far you've come on the journey, how much you've evolved, and knowing when to rest and when to step into action. And it feels very much Divine Feminine, all this inspiration that was coming through might not necessarily have been for you to put into action. And you might have thought, oh, it is. And I feel it's the Divine Masculine was drawing off of that inspiration, your ideas, your creativity. We picked up on through dream space, and astral travelling's been coming up. So don't worry too much if you haven't got as much get up and go as what you feel you should have when it comes to like generating money now. All in the hands of the masculine, apparently. And divine, of course. It's a divine idea, Your Divine Masculine feels very proud and satisfied about coming up with this idea. It's a nice energy that they're in. And they would have developed the idea, Divine Feminine. You planted the seed. And that's what really, you have to understand what the role of the Divine Feminine is. She inspires the Divine Masculine. So you've got to be alright with that. It will be alright on the night. It feels like whatever this idea is, it's like you're stronger together than apart. So it will be alright on the night. It's kind of like, well, as long as you're kind of together, you can take on the world. So it kind of relaxes any kind of stage fright, insecurities, fears. Very interesting. What are we looking at now? Love. Divine Masculine. Listen, love, sex, romance, okay? Genius is formed, and that's what you're looking for. I feel you're understanding that you need like a partner to be able to do that. And so let's have a look at how you're feeling about love. Recognition and reward. I was going to say good boy. You actually see that that's where you get the biggest rewards recognised. You can most definitely get recognised as an energy that's an energy of love. rather than an energy of doom. You'll know whether or not you'll clear the room or whether you'll light it up. So you've got yourself a little medallion. Oh, you've put yourself on a pedestal. That's good. Love. You're learning. You're learning. You're learning about love. You might be studying about the Egyptians. Just picked up on the pyramids here. Oh, the Sphinx. Oh, did you solve the riddle of the Sphinx? Which just reminds me of the platform that the Sphinx would maybe. Okay. We'll be sitting on. The riddle of the Sphinx. The answer is man. Not a boy, but a man. Okay. Love, that's nice, divine masculine. Just tell me about sex now. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the what? I don't know, do we want to say that word? Bad? Sad? Things that may be. We can talk about that and the world if you want. How we can help to heal the world. Do you want to talk about sex? Wisdom. There's a time and a place. Very wise. Not on my bloody readings. Okay. Romance. Sex. You're understanding the wisdom in using your sexual energy. It's been flying around. Been telling you to transmute that sexual energy into creative energy. It's the same energy. So it's very inspiring. Okay. That's what's happened with the sex. You've transmuted the energy into wisdom. Well done you. Master key to success. Big one. Along with love, sex, romance, getting that key. So let's have a look at romance. Oh, new beginnings. Okay. So, you wasn't very romantic, but this is a whole new world. I feel here because you're going back, you want to start again when it comes to romance. So love, sex, okay? You can feel the reward for that. And if you're working outside and helping others, you're not going to have the romance. You might have, well, maybe love, sex, it depends. If you're very inspired, you're using that sexual energy to help inspire others. Okay, but when it comes to romance, that's kind of like you with someone that you actually, you know, want to spend your days, your time with. So you have a new beginning here. So when it comes to romance, I feel as with the divine feminine here, what's with the door behind? I need to work out some more about this, new beginnings. Oh, it's the door to romance, is it? So I feel like you and the divine feminine are very much on the same path. The romance will be the key to the genius status. When you have love and sex that's blended, romance will be formed as a result when paired with the correct component. Okay. So romance is the thing that will ignite the magic to this connection. And that will come when obviously you both come together in the physical. So it's a new beginning. Romance, that's going to have the knock-on effect to this plan that the divine masculine has been journaling. He's got his book of ideas. He's been working a while on this. Travelling, wants to take it to the well, to it does feel like a preacher energy, but I don't feel it's like to the degree of door knocking preaching. Let's see what the Greek mythology cards want to say. Love, sex, romance, divine masculine. Just one card, please. A journey. Yes. Isn't it just? Okay, so I feel that you're understanding the blend of love, sex and romance. This could be the story that you're actually sending. Yeah, taking to the world. Sending. I do feel it could be a book. So it's a book based on, because that's just really the main principle you have to get really to be a success, especially for a masculine. The blend of love, sex and romance are the only things that when combined that will make a genius. No exceptions, no getting around it. So you might as well just go straight in, aren't you, to like, okay, well, what's the master key? That. How do you get there? Well, there's everything else, positive mental attitude. There's a journey, isn't there? Okay. But our mission is to try and make this journey easier and comprehensible, more comprehensible for others. I want to say clue finders, pathfinders. So I feel the Divine Feminine's like a clue finder. She puts all the pieces together, and the Divine Masculine lights the path. Everyone you meet has something to teach you. Everyone you have has something to teach you. I'm picking up on this sexual energy again. So it could be that the Divine Masculines had quite a lot of past sexual partners, but love and romance be in the mix. Apparently not. So it was just sex. And so this is about taming that sexual energy within and getting that under control. Okay, well, are we leaving it there? Yes. Divine Feminine, love. How are you guys when it's coming to the L word? Firm foundations. Well, he's got to be strong. You're saying he's got to be strong. It does look picking up on them pyramids again. So when it comes to love, I feel that you're most definitely feeling worthy. You want to follow suit. This gentleman, we can call him a gentleman, apparently. This gentleman's looking over his shoulder. And so he's wanting to be able to lead the way. This is about allowing someone to love you deeply. And this masculine does want to. So self-love would have taken place if you're open to allow another to love you so deeply. It means that you too love yourself deeply. You know your worth, and that's what you'll attract. Sex. What's going on with sex? Awareness. Okay. So you, like the Divine Masculine, very aware about how to transmute. Well, I hope you are aware how to use your orgasms and transmute that divine, creative, sexual, the most amazing, enjoyable energy that you can feel, sending that out there into the cosmos, into the universe. The awareness here, sex. I do feel like the two of you, I'll tell you what it actually reminds me of. Oh, that's just prompted me as well. It's like, I want to watch Demolition Man, and it was on Netflix on the 1st of September, and I totally forgotten. Anyway, this is what it reminds me of. John Spartan. Okay, John Spartan and whatever her name is, Sandra Bullock, like, they have sex, don't they? And he's kind of like, used to like the old-fashioned way. But like times changed, he's been like frozen and preserved to like, anyway, once he's unthawed, she kind of wants to have, sex with him, and she goes off and gets these helmets, doesn't she? And it's like they're having like astral sex. Anyway, that's what I'm going to have to watch that later. I totally forgot. Demolition Man. So the awareness of the connection and romance is on my lap. Romance would just fall in your lap. I feel that the Divine Feminine is very aware that the next time she actually does have physical contact, sexual physical contact with another being, it's going to be mind-blowing. There's just more of an intensity to a connection, and unless that's the other person, if you're not feeling that intensity of the connection, it's just a no-go zone. It's not going to happen. You're looking for something much deeper. So there's the awareness here of actually sex being a lot deeper than what maybe we initially thought it to be. Romance, material harvest. Still feel the Divine Masculine is going to take care of that. Despite how much he's got, that's the 9 of Pentacles. That's actually a Divine Feminine's card. The Divine Masculine will supply you with romance. Greek mythology. Sounds like it's already happened. What card did I read? And it says, oh, the Chariot card. I'm talking as if like this has already happened, or it's just very much about to happen, which makes me feel they're the thoughts of the Divine Masculine. He's talking as if, you know, his dreams have been made manifest, and how he's feeling. So, Divine Feminine, avarice. Okay. It looks a bit stormy, looks like it's going to rain, and we've got avarice, and I feel very drawn. Look at this. This is like Poseidon. He looks quite mad. Poseidon had all the arrogance of his brother Zeus, but failed to be crowned king of Olympus. Instead, he was given dominion over the water element, making him a little weaker than fiery Zeus. Hence, Poseidon is always envious of his brother and seeks to gain land and material goods to make up for his lack of superiority. Big lesson here. Love, sex, romance is what will bring you. What's going on with this? Love, sex, romance will bring you the material abundance that you're looking for. And there's no other way around that. And I feel that this is, you're aware, Divine Masculine, that maybe before, because of jealousy, I'm not sure. It's the fact that you didn't feel as powerful as maybe your fellow workers. And it's made you push more and more, and I feel like you've surrendered. So hence Poseidon is always envious of his brother and seeks to gain land and material goods to make up for his lack of superiority. So I feel like that it's just your change of beliefs, that's all. Thinking that you had to work really, really hard to be able to generate the funds, when actually there's another key, a major key that you've been overlooking. So he could be surly and quarrelsome, often grumbling and shaking the earth with greed or avarice. This card may denote irritability with one's lot. Poseidon has royal status, and so do you, Divine Masculine. But not quite the supreme position, so there could be a sense of looking over the fence at the greener grass with some envy. And I feel you have been looking over at the Divine Feminine side, maybe a bit envious of her. There's no need to be, you can kind of hop on over there, can't you? Perhaps you or someone else is disputing the ownership of something or feels materially deprived in some way. I do feel like you could... It isn't about that, is it, Divine Masculine? It's not about what you have on the outside, it's about what goes on the inside that's most important and will attract a lot of abundance on the outside. But whoever this card describes is already in a powerful position, so they may be wise to avoid coveting more. It would be prudent to focus on what one does have as opposed to what one does not have. What do you have? An awesome spiritual magnetic connection with the Divine Feminine. Okay, so you're a little bit irritable, Divine Masculine, or was. That's what you might have had to have kind of pulled in, especially when it comes to your sexual energy, reining that in with your irritability of its frustration. Those who are brave are free, and that's how the Divine Masculine looks at you, Divine Feminine. You're a brave soul. You're very intelligent and clever. Let's get another one. You speak a lot of truth, Divine Feminine. You're very wise. And this has rubbed off onto the Divine Masculine in a good way. There's something in you that the world needs. And I feel that this is the Divine Masculine saying to you, there's something in you that the world needs. And it's like you're in a slump, but he has this awesome idea. Does look like he's going to very much be by your side with this project. His project. Should we have a look at your health? Love and marriage, love and marriage. Lots of sex and romance, love and marriage. Oh dear. Health. How you feeling? Disruption. Oh, what's this that's come up? Dismiss. Dismiss that. There's that irritability. Health. He's about to break out the box. He's feeling strong. He doesn't look weak. He looks determined. Should we get you another one, Divine Masculine, for your health? Yeah, spiritual union. It's coming. So he knows to go from the Tower to the Two of Cups. That's awesome. Look at this. We'll put our heads together. We shall heal each other. It's like it's a butterfly behind them here. Together we will grow beautiful things. Just got to break out of my box. Okay, out of alignment. Well, yeah. Looks like the throat chakra. And the two that are majorly out of alignment is the heart and throat chakra and your solar plexus that come up for the divine feminine in our home space. Having the willpower, the courage. Acting as if. Okay. So this is your health, divine masculine. It's lifting. You can see the blue skies below. The fog is lifting. You're working up from your root chakra, so you're seeing that you're needing to have solid foundations. Can't get the words out. As I look up, I'm looking down. Seriously. As I'm looking down, and it's like you can't get the words out. And look at the front of this card. It's like she's squeezing his mouth. So get the words out. So I'm feeling that this is a major block here. I just can't get the words out. His fist is kind of over his throat. He feels sick in the stomach. No, they're just butterflies. Okay. Cunning. This is like, he looks like he's trapped. I feel like he looks like he's shackled on his ankles. Don't know what's going on. Looks a bit like the hangman, doesn't he? Who's got down. Cunning. So he can break free. It's this single-minded, this single energy. Meaning that he is free for spiritual union, physical union. Cunning. He's got a lot to tell. It's something to do with that book. He's going to fill in some of the story. Okay. The fog's lifted now. He may have been cunning. We're going to get another one here. He feels like he was careless. Okay. Careless. It looks like the Holy Grail's being held here. Being held here. It looks like there's fighting going on up above. There seems to be like a banner that's got writing on it. It's like these two here are fighting over this banner. And so there's a lot of fighting that's been going on. Let me point out what I'm seeing here with the cunning, the carelessness. And I'm going to say just a realisation of this love, because you've got the cup of love here. Now, this figure here, he's got his fist up in the air and he seems to be joining in with this battle that's going on up here. It looks like there's a bird and I don't know what the other creature is here, but they're fighting. And then I feel there's this feminine. And she's just there with this cup of love. She's not participating, she's just there. And it feels like, you know, that option was always there. It's just a divine masculine. It feels like, you know, had a sick mindset. He wasn't well enough to be able to see what was right in front of him. So he was careless. Careless with... He was just careless with this love. Okay. You've got this though, divine masculine, haven't you, when it comes to your health? Don't waste your beautiful mind on ugly thoughts. Yep. And that's about the past and who he was and all the who's that he was. But then there's like Doctor Who. Who's the next Doctor? you can like transform, can't you? Yeah. Aspire to inspire. Okay, so don't waste your beautiful mind on ugly thoughts. It seems that the thoughts that the Divine Masculine is focusing on is aspire to inspire. That's very beautiful, Divine Masculine. That will make you that's a very healthy mindset that you're adopting now. So I feel like all fighting, all this disruption, it's coming to an end. Divine Feminine. It's health, please. Obstacles and challenges. Okay, interesting. I'm feeling the masculine's energy here. This is about him having to build that bridge between the two of you, and that's with communication. You've got the throat chakra here. So apart from, you know that it's not healthy that you're unable to speak openly about this connection, the journey that you've both been through, it feels like it would be very nice to be able to talk about that with another who can understand you, and you're kind of like, you're discussing the ins and outs of the story. Okay, obstacles and challenges, and you're very aware that the Divine Masculine has a bit of an issue with opening up and talking. Mental conflict, okay, and that's because of a sick mindset. It's just his programming, his past programming. His mental conflict. Well, he's very much now mentoring people on mental conflict and how to deal with it. So, self-healing going on as he's understanding what it's all about. Doesn't feel like you're sick at all, Divine Feminine. Just needing to rest and top up on that self-love. Journey again. It's been a journey, so talking about this journey, how healing and therapeutic it is to actually be able to talk openly, honestly and sincerely. And definitely when it comes to not just the past but also your future plans. So the big obstacle here, which I picked up, is the Divine Masculine being able to communicate, but that's kind of like a universal thing that these masculines struggle with, is actually communicating. Do I want to get another one? The journey with the building the bridge here, it's a step that the masculine needs to take. It's like there's a little portal through there. Once he takes that step through it, it does feel like this mental conflict will lift. Woundedness. Kiran, okay. So it's definitely getting over this past pain here. Interesting. This figure here is blindfolded. So there's a lot that the Divine Masculine, I feel like this could be the Divine Masculine sharing his wisdom here, okay, with others. And he's talking about, you know, his story to some degree. And the feminine here, she's kind of not aware of this. And that's why I feel also that he can heal you, Divine Feminine, with the truth. The only thing, this is the health section, so the only thing that's really coming up and feels it's wounding you is not actually hearing the truth from the Divine Masculine. You know what your truths are, but to actually hear that expressed, confirmed, clarified, your thoughts, feelings, emotions, by actually your Divine Masculine will be very beneficial and help you with your woundedness, because it does feel like you're suffering in silence. I'm also feeling here that the Divine Masculine could get a visitation and kind of is being pointed out, look how much you're draining your Divine Feminine's energy. It's like, surely you've topped yourself up enough now to be able to stop drawing on her reserves. Wounded Divine Feminine. You've got this. When did I pick up? I think, was it for September? I can't remember, but one of the readings I picked up that the masculine will be coming in whilst you're resting, divine feminine. I do feel like you're coming up to a spell of needing to rest. Being happy doesn't mean being perfect. Make the rest of your life the best of your life. And the comeback is always stronger than the setback, including you, divine feminine here. Believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. So all you have to do is actually, it's like you need to tap back into your own belief system. Once you're really believing in yourself, divine feminine, you're going to feel your get up and go come back to you. The comeback is always stronger than the setback. So if you're on a little setback, allow it to be a setback. It's like take a step back. Chill out. Okay. Being happy doesn't mean being perfect. You have to need to work on your happiness levels, keeping them topped up, taking care of you. Make the rest of your life the best of your life. No need to rush. And the comeback is always stronger than the setback. Everything's in divine timing here. So the last, this is a long reading, isn't it? 1 hour 111. 10111 it said. Let's finish then. No, they've been just over an hour, haven't they, last few days? Let's finish on your spiritual connection with the divine. Is that some coffee? I'll get some of the chapter of how to raise your own salary. I'll try and get some of that read today because it's going the extra mile journey. Going the extra mile. The reading of that book seems to come in particularly well with the current energy, the situation and the guidance we're just looking for. Divine masculine, how's your spiritual connection with the divine? Suffering in silence. You're aware that the divine feminine is suffering in silence. I'm going to get another one. Yeah, you know the truth. She spoke the truth. Look at these. I feel these are the scales. I spoke about the scales being level. So you're both suffering in silence or have been. I spoke about the scales being level. I've never noticed before that there's figures actually on the scales and you can't, got a magic wand, you can't actually see what's on the other side though. One more divine masculine. The truth card, that's judgment. Harmony. There's a real nice balancing act here, guys. What's on the other side of the scales? Harmony. And it looks like you're both looking at it. Divine masculine most definitely is preparing to stare it in the face. Face your fears and do it anyway, divine masculine. Okay. So I feel like there was maybe a fear of success. Not anymore, not once you realise your worth. Okay. Divine masculine, spiritual connection, doubtfulness. That's what you're working on. Why are you doubtful? Psyche. Oh, that's nice. It's kind of like this, I spoke about there's no way that you need to have any doubt about this situation. Speaking about having, knowing your worth, because there's a fear of success. So it's kind of like, is this going to work? Look how they're looking into each other's eyes. It's kind of like, will this work or will it fail? And it was like, don't have any doubts. This is going to succeed. It's kind of like, I doubt that this is going to fail. It's a really good idea. There might be the slight kind of, not too sure, bit of a big gamble, not just a little, but a big gamble. But it's worth the gamble. It's worth the gamble. Attraction, law of attraction. It's always in action. That's nice. And, manifestation, guys. Okay, so seeing as I'm going to say the divine masculine knows the principles, divine feminine knows the principles. You are both able to attract and manifest anything that your heart desires. And it all comes through Divine Feminine. Do not have any doubts, okay, about you're going to be making the rest of your life the best of your life, okay, from this moment forward. Do not doubt that. You're attracting this massive manifestation. It's you that's the key to manifesting. The law of attraction. And the Divine Masculine is very aware of that. Okay. Do not doubt, Divine Feminine, you are attracting your manifestation. Okay. Although this is on the masculine side. So I could just feel the beach energy here with the seashells. It's kind of like taking me to she sells, it's like a tongue twister. She sells seashells on the seashore. I'm just going to stop there with that. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They can only be felt. I got a feeling. Ooh. Okay, so the best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They can only be felt. Keep hold of that feeling. You are capable of anything. In the right mindset, you are. Nothing can dim the lights which shine from within. And this is on the masculine side here. This is his connection with spirit. He can feel it, okay? The best and most beautiful things in the world. He can feel it. They cannot be seen or even touched. Something that you feel deep within. You are capable of anything, Divine Masculine, and nothing can dim the lights which shine from within. I find it really hard to talk. Okay, Divine Feminine, let's go over to your side now. A nice, balanced Divine Feminine. You're part of the 1111, of course. Patience, temperance, reconciliation, two major arcanas. Divine Masculine's got two major arcanas as well, judgment and the lovers. You've got justice and temperance and the Divine Masculine. You need to have just patience with your Divine Masculine. He is coming in very, very most definitely. Okay, that little seed that you planted, and it seems to have balanced him out. He seems to have ascended. Okay, look how much it's grown. It's like you put this little seed in the palm of his hand, and he went away. And he's he's been growing things with it. He's even got a couple of little. They actually look like green feathers. Excuse me. Behind his ears. Okay, Divine Masculine's there. So Divine Feminine, patience, practicing patience, balance. I believe you are very patient. It's all growing in your favour, Divine Feminine. Desire. That's what it seems to have all come down to, this sexual energy. Transmuting this sexual energy here. So there's a lot of desire flying around here, your spiritual connection. Okay, creative energy. Balance. Balancing out that sexual creative energy. Patience. I feel like that's learning to be with oneself, finding yourself, and also integrating your own personal Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine energies. With temperance here, ready for reconciliation. It's like the Divine Masculine is going to know when you're ready, and he's ready. He's ready to be ready. So rest up, Divine Feminine, and get yourself ready. Get yourself back on track. Faithfulness, because in comes your forever faithful partner. Your forever friend. You've got this. Oh, okay. Wow. You have the power to change the world. And because this is on your side, Divine Feminine, this is about you reserving. You need to rejuvenate yourself, like energize yourself. Life is the best gift. And I feel like there's no need to kind of rush. Those ideas can wait. Those ideas are being sent out there. It's not like they're not doing anything. And there's 2 cards that are on the floor here. So let's have a look. Your potential is endless, Divine Feminine. You have the power to change the world. Life is the best gift. Your potential is endless. And you are entirely up to you. You are entirely, I feel like being tired. You are entirely up to you whether or not you choose to rest, assert yourself. We're going to end on a Mother Mary. Well, I believe we will. Okay, guys, so if you'd like to book a potluck reading with me, who knows what you'll get. It'll be fun, always is. Always a pleasure to do you guys a reading. £25, email me, get yourself booked in for next week. I'll put details in the description box. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend, whatever it is that you're up to. And we will catch up next week, guys. Our Lady of Great Power. Not fucking shitting me, are you? No. We need to be able to tap into that power, guys. It's definitely something about us resting and not really worrying too much about results, being result driven. The results are coming. It's like you've done enough driving. The results are coming. So, Our Lady of Great Power. Let's read this. It just looks like she's got a masculine holding like under her robe here. So it's like a masculine she's holding here. Okay, let's do this. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Why not? Why not? I mean, serious. It's a genius idea. My robes form the heavens above. In my sacred feet, the earth spins. In my eyes, the stars of the night sky are born and shine. My hair forms galaxies, and in my heart, many suns burn with divine love. What is there that could be greater than I that am all, I that am love? Any fear, any doubt, any problem or concern? Shout it out! Can you hear the little one? I'd like to hear what they're chatting about, if I can. Hello? Sounds like he's like, I don't think he's singing. He might be. Have you stopped? What was you chanting about out there? Just kept hearing the occasional, hello. Maybe he's talking to nature, the trees. Could be running round talking to all the trees. That's that then. But okay, should we read this card? Okay, let me put it down. Oh, we've got a bit dim. We don't want to be dim. Come on. Is it going to come back? No. Lucy, you've got so much power. I know. My robes form the heavens above. In my sacred feet, the earth spins. In my eyes, the stars of the night sky are born and shine. My hair forms galaxies, and in my heart, many suns burn with divine love. What is there that could be greater than I that am all, I that am love? Any fear, any doubt, any problem or concern? I hold you in my being so vast. There is nothing more powerful than I. I am the love that is all that you are. Let's read this. We need to deal with this doubtfulness and the fear here. Fear can loom so large at times that it might seem impossible to conquer. Doubt, despair, grief and rage may take possession of our being, and all of a sudden there is no way out of the negativity or horror that we may be brave enough to feel. As part of our honest, emotional human journey, we are asked to feel these challenging emotions. They are part of what helps us rally the courage and strength to make choices that are helpful and healing to our planet whenever we can. If we cannot feel the horror of what is happening around us, we might lack the passion needed to summon all our strength to act, to heal, to help, and to speak out. It takes a truly great leader to be a great warrior for love on this planet. This leader does not give us false hope or imaginings that all the problems that need solving will just magically go away if we close our eyes and hope hard enough. Instead, this leader inspires us with genuine encouragement and empowerment. This leader is honest about our healing light really being needed on this planet. There are environmental and socio-economic problems on this planet that are not all right and will need to fall apart so that healing can occur for the greater good. Without that honest, conscious acknowledgement that there is great wounding in our world that needs repair, we can be left with an undercurrent of anxiety, a feeling that something is wrong, but it is not being openly acknowledged. Without this acknowledgement, constructive solutions are not being implemented. We must be careful that we don't allow our genuine optimism, which keeps us which keeps us open and active, to become a source of falsehood. We must not allow it to tell us that nothing need happen and everything is fine, when the Divine Mother tells us that this is not true at all. We need to be honest with ourselves and our suffering. We need not fear it. We need to be aware of it, and through that awareness, healing can occur. Yet we also need that leader to inspire us with genuine hope and self-esteem, which helps us feel empowered to be able to make a difference. This will prevent us from collapsing into despair, believing that nothing can change, whether in our own lives or in the world around us. Our Lady of Great Power comes with a special message from such inspired spiritual leadership, which is the leadership of the Heavenly Mother herself. She tells us that no matter what we may be trying to accomplish upon the earth, she has power to assist us towards success, and that power is beyond any obstacle. No matter whether a personal matter, a social matter or environmental issue, legal or financial issue, spiritual crisis or beloved other that needs help, we can pray to her and she will provide us with what is needed. Our job is to act on that with trust, praying, listening, responding, waiting, acting and reflecting. This is how we live with her in her grace and in the magnificence of her great power. Okay, Divine Feminines, take note. Our job is to act on that with trust, praying, listening, responding, waiting, acting, reflecting. This is how we live with her in her grace and in the magnificence of her great power. She asks now that you dispense with any habits or beliefs that it all must be accomplished on your own. She knows that you have struggled to find the support you have needed at times in your past, and she asks you to put that behind you now. It helped you grow strong and develop self-reliance, but your task is different now. You have that strength and enough self-awareness to know who you are and what has meaning for you. You know to remain true to yourself, even if you are in partnership or collaboration, joining forces with others. You are being asked to follow yourself, to be helped, so that you can become an empowered channel for her grace to reach the world. So pray, be open, and know that she is powerful beyond all measure. Wow, Divine Feminine. So what you thought was your role may no longer be your role. Okay, well, the Divine Masculine's got something up his sleeve for the pair of you. Guys, have yourself a fantastic weekend. I know it's only Thursday. I'll be on. I'll be doing my study. I'll be reading that chapter. I will get out. Going the extra mile. Okay. And then I will catch up with you guys. Well, I imagine on Monday. So have yourself a fantastic few days. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.